Hey people, hello there. This poll was put like a couple days ago, but now I'm kind of finding myself with the energy and the will to do this. And luckily, instead of like the weapon tier list, this one should be much easier to analyze. Unfortunately, covenants in this game, a lot of them are literally trash. And to save your time, here's the final result of the tier list. And I'll say this is based on my personal taste and usefulness. So if you don't like it, get out! You are dismissed from the class. But all the others have one explanation, sit and watch. Let's just gonna start with the trashiest of them all. One of the worst covenants in the game, the friggin' show covenant. It's not like the worst, but one is percentage based damage reduction, which is not very useful, especially at the stage of the game that she comes in. What do I mean by this? The only few opportunities that you can get is against Lorde, the Wing of Wintervale, Leiden, and the Grand Grugnol, which none of them use percentage based damage. It's a completely useless covenant. It comes too late, it is too expensive, and it doesn't provide anything. It's just a grifter in the scene. Don't even bother looking for the Covenant of Show. And even worse, he doesn't even have any achievements. Skip this Covenant and moving on. Another very disappointing Covenant, I will say probably the Isarville Covenant. Goes in a B for Bill. Well, you know what? No, you get it to C. 50% MP is the most useless stat in the game. You are gonna have thousands of MP that you are never gonna use. And then it says that you will reduce your MP by half. Like, why? You don't need that. RMP just goes up and we don't bother about that. Completely useless covenant. And talking about another complete useless covenant, man, the Twins covenant is also completely garbage. What the freaking hell is this game with useless covenants? Literally, the only thing you can do with this covenant is escaping chance. In a game where we have hidden body and running like Dodo. But obviously, if you have seen my how to get down the rabbit hole achievement video, the Triddle's covenant is to get that ending. That's it. Now let's gonna palette ourselves with a better covenant. Margaret, really good. Plus bonus action chance. I love that you are trying to help, but the 50% speed reduction! No, Margaret. You were going to get into a solid A until I remembered your friggin' debuff on speed. You're going B, Margaret. Sorry. I'm talking about Covenant that actually are a little bit better than you imagine. No one is gonna get this Covenant because she's in the most wanted list, the Yup Covenant. I'm torn between B and an A. Hear me out. Why is it an A? Because you can combine this Covenant with a Mirror Shield for some very specific battles. Yeah, no, you know what? Go B. Yeah, you go B. You are very niche. You provide evasion. You're not really providing anything else. You just go straight away to B. Let's gonna go with one of the best covenants in the game. And it's gonna be an S for speed. The Dodo Covenant. Best covenant to start the game. Increase speed and also the skill running like Dodo. Plus, and the preemptive attack, +4, it means like before the enemy notices that you are gonna gun break them to hell. But then, there's only one covenant that surpasses it. A solid A tier covenant, in my respect, that will be the Bandersnatch Covenant. And why? It will increase your attack by 50% and your counter chance by 30. The 50% attack increase, it's really good in those moments that you need to farm Miranda. It's an easy way to ramp up the bonuses to get to maximum attack and facilitate your frigging farming experience. If we put the Bandersnatch Covenant in A, there is one covenant, the opposite side. Magic in this game is useless. I never built a magic build. This is very biased and very personal. But I will say, probably if you are doing a magic build, get the Hata Covenant instead of the Build Covenant. The magic increase is much better than Bill, even though Hata is a little bit harder to get. But so I'll say probably I put the Hata Covenant in B. Well, the Victoria Covenant is very average. Increases your luck, increases your MP and HP regen, which is not bad. But we have way better options. I am sorry for you, best girl in the first game, but you are rather very murderous in this game. I don't think your Covenant is very useful. So I will say you are going to see. You're not completely useless. You are more useful than Bill's Covenant, but still, absolutely way better options. The Walrus Covenant. I think the Walrus Covenant is a little bit better. HP regen can be really useful. Meanwhile, they don't just one-shot you. Some people, they might get pissed about this. But if you get one shot every single turn, even if you have the armor that increases your chances to be revived, why in the hell are you gonna go with an HP regen Covenant when you can just get the Mystery of the Night Sky? It's the same problem as the Victoria Covenant. I'll say probably I'm gonna put you in C tier, a little bit higher than Victoria, and between Victoria and you, I'll probably prefer you. Man, another trash Covenant. I don't see anything useful in this Covenant. It's just so vague that you can't frigging make it out of it. And I'll say it's probably the Lorena Covenant. It just says resistance to elements. I'll be honest, which enemies they do element damage, and maybe it might be a little bit more useful than the other Covenant, but still pretty much useless on my book. I will never ever get this Covenant. You clearly deserve that D tier. The best Covenant in the game is gonna be on a league of its own, like the Hans Machine Gun on my other video, or the crawling one in my friggin' other tier list. The QT level is the best Covenant in the game. I'm gonna explain it to you in friggin' plain English. Well, plain English, I don't know if you are gonna make it with my accent. But the QT Covenant and the Hans Machine Gun are a couple made in heaven. Even if you use the God's Angels, it's also a really, really good Covenant with the God's Angel. Because at 50% of an extra action, it also adds a +1 to the basic attack count for everything. So that means if the hand machine guns does 11 hits, it will do 12 hits. And that's at the possibility of having an extra action per turn. You might do potentially 24 attacks without anything else. It is extremely good. There is no downsides to this Covenant at all. Roll with it until the end of the game. You will not be disappointed. Another Covenant that probably might be a little bit better than it sounds, that will be the Node Covenant. Not much to do. Just increases your HP. You can tank more stuff. Against the Onimusha fight, it can be really useful to just stack HP to survive the Onimusha blow. No downsizes. Maybe it's just a little bit plain, but whatever makes you survive is much better. And she gives you the best item in the game. Plus, not best mom. I'm kidding. She's not the best mom. She's a terrible mother. I will not want to know that's my mom. The Sisha Covenant, I'll say it's another solid B tier, because at least you are doing something. Just increase your def. You can get this Covenant from the beginning of the game. Can help you on the Onimusha fight to tank the damage if you don't want to go the HP route. But Onimusha has attacks that ignore defense and ignores magic defense. So why in the hell you don't just get friggin' no Covenant? Very situational, maybe just against the Onimusha fight. Anything else? Not really. It's the same with the Mock Turtle. Same gimmick, flip it to the opposite side. Instead of defense, you get magic defense. And to be honest, in this game, being tanky is not that good. It's much better to be a glass cannon and plow through everything, but because you need to be tanky with the Onimusha fight, and the Onimusha fight is mandatory to get the best head tier in the game. It has one useful trait, but I'll say between the Mock Turtle Covenant and the Sisha Covenant, just go straight away to the Note 1, please. Just increase your HP, it's gonna be much better. So well deserved B tier. Anata no idol o sai no P. be our best girl, Pricket. The Pricket Covenant can be a surprise. In the end, it's a farming covenant and it can help you out, especially when you are farming against Miranda. It's like having the Silver Ring of Avarice and the Golden Ring of Avarice in the same place is much better because you can free those 2 slots for rings to perfect your farming build against Miranda. So I'll say, because of the farming potential and the usefulness of farming in this game, I'll rank the Pricket Covenant actually in an A. But don't be confused, her Covenant will not stack with the Golden Ring of Avarice and the Silver Ring of Avarice. Don't use those expecting to have, oh, I'm gonna have 4 times the farm. No, you're gonna have same farm. And one surprise Covenant, it can be really useful, but like I say, it's still a little bit gimmicky. The frigging Jabberwock Covenant is gonna go in A. Why? Hear me out. Because it can be useful on the units fight because of the accuracy and the critical increase chance. But actually, if you are going through the type of build I like to do, might be not that useful. Probably yeah, because you can inflict fear on units and then she will lose all her evasion. Yeah, I think you are more of a gimmicky. You are gonna get devoted to B. Because you are more gimmicky Covenant, it's true that you can use other skills against the units fight. You kind of deserve that B. So well, thanks for sticking out until the end. This has been my tier list of Covenant. I hope that you enjoyed it. And if you want to argue with me, you know what you do, comment section. Also, we have a Discord server, it's getting more active per day. Yeah, thanks for your time, man. You Black Souls community are very important to me. Literally, you are uplifting my content and I hope that it entertained you. Now I need to get a season with Note because even though she's an A, she might be an S tier on my other tier list. Have a nice one, people. Take care.